Hey, all you cats and kittens, it's Lexi Heisey with High School Faith Formation. Thank you so much for letting me intro that way. I have had that line like stuck in my head for a week since I watched Big Cat Rescue, whole Tiger King thing. We're gonna talk about that, by the way. But hi, welcome back to High School Faith Formation. I am so excited that you guys are here and that you're still watching. I miss you really a lot. It's getting to the point where I'm like, all of the introverted that was having fun in me is like not having fun anymore. And I just missed Faith Formation. I miss seeing you guys in person. Confirmation interviews are keeping me alive. Thank you so much, those of you who are getting on Zoom and talking to us at youth group and for your confirmation interviews. Just know that I really miss you guys. And happy Easter. Oh my gosh, you guys, was that not the weirdest Easter that you've ever experienced? But you know what? Jesus is alive. And like, that's what matters, right? So I just pray that whatever your Easter celebration experience was, I know for me it was kind of hard, like not being with my family for Easter, not being able to go to Mass, not being able to experience the Triduum the way that I usually do. That was all kind of difficult. So I really pray that you guys are still experiencing the resurrection of Jesus alive and well in your hearts because he has so much grace ready for you right now. So I just pray that you guys can soak that in and that you're feeling close to him. So happy Easter. My mom got me a whiteboard because she saw my pathetic attempt to make like vocab cards last time. And she was like, she just sent this to my house. So I think it's really exciting and we're going to get lots of use out of it. It has a flip pad on the other side. It's great stuff. Anyway, hi, welcome back to Faith Formation. We have a great week ready for you this week. So we actually, what's super cool this week, we have a YouTube video for you called The Third Way. And it's actually what we were already planning to do for Faith Formation all year. So this is like not second best option for us. This is what we already wanted you to watch. This video is amazing. I'm so excited for you guys to watch it. So this week we are discussing a really big and really important question. And that is, did Carol Baskin kill her husband? Now, I know everyone has like really intense thoughts about this and everyone is like so determined that she did it, but I am not as convinced as everybody else seems to be. Like the evidence is purely circumstantial. We have no physical evidence and I'm just saying like I have reasonable doubt. So I want you to challenge me on that, and that is totally not what we're talking about this week. But in all seriousness, if you want to talk about that, you know my email address. Send it. Let's have the conversation. But no, we are not discussing Tiger King this week, although it is somewhat relevant to our conversation. This week, what we had originally planned to talk about, I was initially nervous to talk about virtually with you. And so we almost changed the topic for this week, but we decided not to. And so I'm really excited to enter into dialogue with you guys this week about an issue that very much is controversial. Probably even more controversial than whether or not Carol Baskin killed her husband, which I question. But this week, we're talking about the issue of gay marriage in our church according to our faith. And what does the Catholic Church have to say about gay marriage? Now, I know that this is a really hard time for a lot of us already, right? We're already dealing, maybe some of you are dealing with like internal crises of a whole host of varieties, right? Like you're worried about maybe your family getting sick. Maybe you're really upset about the economy. Maybe you're nervous because your parents' jobs are insecure, right? I know that this is already a really hard time for a lot of us. And so that's why I was hesitant to bring up such a big controversial issue amidst all of this. But at the same time, I think that so many of us right now have time to think about big issues, and like God is giving us the space to do that. And so we ultimately decided, I was talking to Ben, we ultimately decided that we're going to continue forward with talking about this issue this week because I really believe that the church's teaching on gay marriage is good news, and that it can bless us and teach us to love well, teach us to love one another well. So we're going to talk about this issue this week the exact way that we were already going to, which is through a video, conveniently enough. So there's a video link below in this email, in the other video. about gay marriage, and it's called The Third Way. Now, the reason that we wanted to do it through this video as opposed to just teaching you ourselves the way that we typically would, or having someone come in to teach, is because I myself have never experienced attraction towards the same gender, and Ben hasn't either. And so we really wanted to allow those who've experienced same-sex attraction and also found truth in the Catholic Church. We wanted to allow those people to speak. And that's why I'm so excited for you guys to watch this video, because it's testimonies, witnesses from a host of individuals talking about their experience as a person with same-sex attraction in the Catholic Church. So all of the people who are going to be in this video are well, not all of them, I guess I shouldn't say that. The majority of the people in this video have experienced same-sex attraction in their life and are living according to church teaching. So why is this video called The Third Way? Well, it seems to me and to a lot of us that there are about 2 ways that you can handle same-sex attraction as a Catholic. The first is to say all gay people are bad and homosexuality is an atrocity and it should be outlawed, and it should be everyone who experiences same-sex attraction should be ashamed of themselves, right? We see like those people with the God hates fags sign, which are horrendous, right? And totally off base, right? So there's this one mentality that's like all Christians are super anti-gay, right? And like they hate gay people. So that seems like one avenue that you can take as a Christian. Or the other avenue seems to be we have to wave rainbow flags and be totally on board and accepting of homosexual relationships, of homosexual marriages, and homosexual, like acting on your homosexual feelings, right? That like we have to be totally thumbs up, pro-gay marriage, pro-gay relationships, and just kind of say like, you know what, those fundamentalist Christians have no idea what they're talking about. And those are kind of, again, those are your 2 options. So this video, though, is going to present what we're calling the third way, a third way of looking at the issue of gay marriage and of people who experience homosexual desire. We're going to look at that through another lens, through the lens of the Catholic Church, because all of those people who are out there like Bible banging and hating on gays with the God hates fag sign, those people are not true Catholics. If they are Catholic, which many of them don't even claim to be, but if they are claiming to be Catholic, they are not acting as the Catholic Church wants them to act, right? They're not being truly Catholic. At the same time, the Church does not believe that 2 men or 2 women can be truly married. And that's a truth that we have to grapple with, because that's what the Church teaches. And so we can't just accept gay marriage altogether and say that we're totally in line with the Catholic Church, because that's not what our church teaches. So what is this third way? What does that mean? What is the third way? I'm going to let most of the video speak for itself, but ultimately what the Catholic Church teaches is true love. True love is the answer to this question. And like I said, I'm gonna let the video speak for itself. But before you hit play on that video, here's what I want to do. I know that this issue is really deep, really sensitive. Love and relationships run to the core of the human heart. And so I don't even necessarily expect that after this video, you're gonna have all of the answers that you need when it comes to gay marriage and to this issue, right? I don't know, maybe that's how it's gonna work for you, but I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of this video, you have more questions than you started with. So I don't know that the next 40 minutes is gonna totally solve this issue for you, but I think it's gonna present you with some new ideas, potentially. And so what I wanna do, what Ben and I have decided to do, we're gonna set up youth group this Sunday at noon on Sunday. We have a Zoom chat all set up to go. The link is in the email that you got this link from. So we have a Zoom chat set up for this Sunday at noon. And what we want you to do is, along with your questions, your discussion questions that you're going to send in this week, the final question is, what questions do you have for us that you want us to discuss this Sunday? So we want to have a follow-up dialogue with you so that we can actually enter into dialogue about this issue. I know for me, this was not something that my adherence to the teaching of the Catholic Church on this issue did not come quickly for me. I had to think about it a lot. I had to pray about it a lot, and I had to wrestle with these ideas a lot. This is not a simple issue, right? So we want to enter into dialogue with you guys about this. We want to have a discussion with you, a genuinely open-minded discussion with you about this issue in the church. So we're going to do that this Sunday at noon. Please send us your questions, and we promise to keep them anonymous. So unless you tell us otherwise, we won't say who sent in the questions. We will just say that someone asked this question, and we'll dive into it, right? So send us your questions. We're going to read through all of your answers. We've been reading through all of your answers, which, by the way, has also been keeping me alive spiritually. Like, you guys are killing these answers. Thank you for being so thoughtful about them. So send in your answers to us. Again, confirmationdocs@stmichael-pl.org. Send us those questions as well, and we will tackle them this Sunday at noon. I'm really looking forward to having this conversation with you guys. Thank you so much for being so open-minded, so thoughtful with so many of your answers, and we really appreciate that. And so I really hope that this video can bless you. I hope that it can be a source of light and love and information for you. I know I greatly enjoyed rewatching this video. It's like my 5th time watching it, and I love it just as much this time as I did every other time. So I really hope it blesses you, and I can't wait to talk to you guys this Sunday at noon at our Zoom meeting. Much love, you guys. God bless.